Hi, my name is Amari Hatton, and I'm currently attending digital media and design, graduating in the year 2021. I originally came up with the idea for a wellness webinar because I was on social media just watching people be affected negatively by COVID. Over the few months, I have been talking to administrators, specifically Mr. Hartman, our school psychologist, and Mr. Me, DMD's vice principal. Me and Mr. Hartman had a few conversations, and in our most current conversation, he asked me a few questions that I'm going to answer in this video. Mr. Hartman's first question was what made me so interested in the mental health of current students. I feel like overall 2020 has just been very hectic and very demanding for our mental health. We've been very isolated, and personally, I've lost my uncle to suicide in 2003. So I want others to know that they can reach out and talk to people and not be judged. I want everybody to know that they are important and that somebody out there cares about them, and we care about you. Mr. Hartman's second question is pretty complex, so I'm going to be looking down to make sure that I don't mess up his question. Mr. Hartman asked me if I will be able to speak about healthy communications between parents and teenagers. Why do some teenagers have difficulty speaking to parents and guardians about their feelings and mental health? And why do some teenagers prefer to talk to their peers and not their parents? So I'm going to say that if your parents are willing to listen to you about your mental health and your problems, I would say have courage and speak up. A lot of kids are reluctant to talk to their parents because parents make us feel like we don't have the right to feel the emotions that we feel because we had just started experiencing life and it only gets more stressful from here. A lot of times when we say that we're stressed or we're depressed or we're sad or we're anxious, they make us feel judged because they compared to them we have gone through nothing. Not being able to talk to your parents about certain things really causes you to be more closed off and secretive about things when it gets more serious. The third question is what are some of the issues that current kids may be experiencing due to sexuality, bullying, and race that may affect their mental health? I know that racism can cause trauma in individuals, and just having to see that a country and people can really dislike you because of the color of your skin is really disheartening. We have to make sure that we don't play into stereotypes that society thinks that we're going to play into and rise above what they think of us. Issues like these can cause us to be more depressed and more anxious, which leads us into our next question. If you or your friend were having mental health issues, what would you do to get you or them help? I said I would suggest talking to a therapist or a counselor or even talking to Mr. Hartman, our school psychologist, just so that you're able to tell your feelings without being judged. Another way of expressing your feelings is writing them out. We just want you guys to know that there's always somebody who's willing to listen and that you are important. Thank you for your time, and I hope you guys have a happy holiday.